Okay, we are live. I am back. I'm going to be streaming a lot on the weekends, not even on the weekdays, because I just started school, and that's going to be tough because I'm on the East Coast, and most Giants games are at like 9:45, so if I do those games, I have to go to sleep at 1 a.m., and then I have school the next day. That'd just be hard, so I'm going to do a lot of games on the weekends from now on, but the reason I haven't been streaming is because of school starting, so. But yeah, all my next streams will be on weekends. There probably won't be much weekday streams unless I have off of school or it's like a 7 o'clock game. I may do that, but that's rare because the only time we play 7 o'clock games is on the East Coast. And I think we're done on the East Coast after this Brave series. So, the game's starting already. Okay. East Coast after this Brave series. So, the game's starting already. Okay. So Giants look to win this series. Just a rubber game today against the Braves. Braves took game 1, Giants took game 2, and now this is the final rubber game. Giants are 84-45. No one expected that, and the Braves are 69-59.
Hi, everybody. Dave Fleming, Javier Lopez. Great to have you with us. Early start time here on the West Coast, but the Giants and the Braves playing a traditional afternoon Sunday game in Atlanta. Chance for the Giants to get a series win before coming back home. We know how hard the homestand's going to be. You get 4 against Milwaukee, a first-place team.
So the Giants' next stretch is tough. They have this series, which is last. Then they have 4 against the Brewers at Oracle. Then they play the Dodgers. Then they go to Colorado. And the Rockies' record isn't good, but they are a playoff team at home. So the Giants' next 3 series are really tough. So Anthony DeSclafani returns off the IL and is pitching today. This is my first game calling DeSclafani. What is going on in the chat? What's going on, Brandon? I hear from Brandon Buchter. So, yeah, Logan Webb was outstanding. Giants lineup today is Lamont Wade Jr. leading off, Tommy La Stella batting second, Darren Ruff in left field batting third, Brandon Bell at first batting cleanup, Glennon Crawford batting fifth, Wilmer Flores at third batting sixth, Mike Yastrzemski batting seventh in center, Kirk Casale's in the squad and he's batting eighth, and Anthony DeSclafani pitching and batting ninth. Ruff this season against lefties is batting .275, and he's also batting .275 against righties. Ian Anderson's on the mound. He has a 3.56 ERA. He has a 5-5 record. He just came off the IL. This is the first start since July 11th. So 96 innings, 39 walks, 98 strikeouts. And this is his 19th start. And he just came off the IL, so let's see what he can do.
Was up to 90 pitches, but he ate that up in 5 innings. But we'll take a look at StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
Anderson throws a fastball, a four-seam fastball, changeup, a curveball, and he rarely throws a sinker.
See the changeups, right on, right changeup, and
you're going to see a lot of fastballs from Anderson. Goes at 47% of the time.
I mean, it's amazing that pitch usage. I mean, I find one of the most remarkable things.
Probably both these pitches won't be going deep because they both just came off the IL. So, let's see though.
Who face lefties and righties and use essentially the same.
Nightbot's here.
An idea about his stuff and maybe his uniqueness on the mound. He's a good pitcher. First time ever facing the Giants. Giants have got off to good starts in this series with home runs in the first inning of each of the first 2
So Lamont Wade leading off. Here's the first pitch to Wade. That is in there, strike one.
Takes a fastball for a strike. We are underway on this Sunday afternoon.
That is in. 0-1 pitch now to Wade. That's way high. That almost goes to the stands, and it's 1-1.
That was an interesting pitch.
Wade's batting .245, 17 homers, 43 RBIs. 1-1 pitch to Wade is popped up.
That was a changeup.
Freeman coming in. He's got it. 1 out.
Freddie Freeman, no problem. Out number 1.
Let's take a look at the Braves defense behind Anderson. Starting
So Braves defense is Eddie Rosario on left, Jock Peterson in center, Jorge Soler on right, Dansby Swanson on shortstop, Ozzie Albies at second, Freddie Freeman at first, who's a Gold Glover, Austin Riley at third, and Stephen Bell is catching.
Vogt, who's now with the Braves. We saw him earlier this year with the Diamondbacks.
Now opening up Timon LaStella, who homered a lot yesterday. He takes one high for ball one. Counts one ball, no strikes.
High school pitcher who developed quickly for the Braves and has become one of their best young pitchers.
One out of LaStella. He swings and misses and counts 1-1. That was a changeup.
It is the key pitch for him, and to be honest, he hasn't really been throwing the ball extremely well.
LaStella's batting .254, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs, but he was on the IL. So
the Giants are going to try to look to jump on that. He's got 39 walks in the 96 innings he's been able to.
Now the 1-1 to LaStella. LaStella grounds that to Swanson, throws to Freeman, and 2 outs. That was Austin Riley, actually, because the shift goes on, and there's 2 away.
Home plate umpire.
So home plate umpire is Chris Siegel. First place umpire is Jordan Baker. James Hoy, second base umpire. Mark Carlson, the crew chief, and the third base umpire. That'll bring up Darren Ruff, who's batting .275 with 14 homers, 35 RBIs, a .394 on base percentage.
Had a big hit yesterday.
First pitch to Ruff. That's outside, but a called strike, and the count's 0-1.
Oh, there, Chris Siegel.
It's a generous call there by Siegel.
If you go just purely by the heat zone maps, the umpire scouting report, it can be
0-1 now to Ruff.
Strike zone with Chris Siegel.
Ruff has a base hit to left field, and that's going to be a 2-out single for Darren Ruff. So Giants have a base runner with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Brandon Belt, who just got called back, I think, from his grandmother died. So I forget what that's called, where you get placed on that, but he's back. Belt's batting .242, 19 home runs. That's his career high, and 40 RBIs. So he's had another breakout season, just like most Giants veterans this year.
He and his grandmother, Margaret Peterson, were very close. Brandon dedicated his performance the other night in New York to her, and really.
Here's the first pitch to Belt. Belt rips it, foul.
First pitch fastball. Brandon said his grandma, when he was a kid, was often the one who was, hey, you need some extra money to go for this travel tournament.
0-1 to Brandon Belt.
I'm here to support you.
And Brandon Crawford's on deck, the 2 Brandons. 0-1 pitch. Belt takes one in the dirt, and a good block by Vogt, and the runner does not advance. It's 1-1.
Curveball in the dirt. So Belt reinstated.
So yeah, Belt got reinstated from the bereavement list. Anthony DeScafani reinstated from 10th IL, and Tyro Estrada optioned to AAA, and Tyler Asswood was DFA'd, and I'm happy about that because he's terrible.
So they had to make the 2 moves to get Belt and DeScafani back on the active
1-1 pitch to Belt. Belt swings and misses, and the count's 1-2.
See, he's trying to establish that changeup early.
So this will be Ian Anderson's 12th pitch of the inning.
He will throw that to righties as well.
One-two pitch to Belt. Belt takes low and outside, ball 2.
2-2.
That wasn't a strike, and the count's even.
That's the pitch where Ian Anderson wants to get the chase, the swing and miss. I think that's about exactly the way he wants to throw it.
So Ruff has a big lead at first.
Darren Ruff being held at first by Freddie Freeman.
2-2 pitch to Belt. Belt fouls back. The count stays at 2-2. So good at bat for Brandon Belt. Big crowd in Atlanta today.
All August, you mentioned that Ian Anderson's been pitching down in the minor leagues, working his way back. Last time out through 90 pitches, so he should be equipped to go
2-2 pitch.
Fairly deep.
That is outside and high for ball 3, and the count's full. Good at bat for Bell, and the runner will be in motion.
So it just talks to the fact that he's not attacking.
great
was, I
at bat
believe,
for
kinda saw
Brandon
go
Belt
last
so far.
year, and even the
Brandon
year before
Crawford's
this year.
on deck.
Again, just a young kid, 23 years old, but you can see why he's such a highly touted prospect and why the Braves really want him back. He's got plus stuff. It's just a matter of
So now here's a 3-2 pitch to Belt.
enticing over the plate.
Ruff will take off.
Ruff takes off, and it's ball 4.
So welcome back, Brandon Belt.
And Brandon Belt in his first at bat back from the bereavement list. It's a walk, and it's first and second, 2 outs for Brandon Crawford, the Giants' RBI leader. Crawford is batting .294, 19 homers, 73 RBIs.
19 home runs for Brandon, 294 average. Crawford had a funny game offensively last night. He went 0 for 3, drew a walk. I thought his at-bats were a lot better than the 0 for 3 would indicate.
Yep, that was a great AB by Bell. It was a good at bat.
A couple of first basemen having a chat over there. So now
There's the
Crawford
first
gets
pitch to
Anderson.
Crawford. That is high, and that's a curveball, and it's 1-0. So Wilmer Flores
I
is
do
on
agree
deck.
with you. The Braves want Ian Anderson back. They want him pitching in the big leagues for the month of September, and they want him ready for October. He would be a big part, I would think, of their playoff plans.
1-0 now to Crawford. Crawford swings
he
and
gets the
misses, and it's
Giants were to
1-1.
meet the Braves in the playoffs, which, I mean, that's a possibility. I would imagine that the Giants are going to see this guy.
Here's the changeup, and that's the bread and butter pitch for him. But he's throwing a lot of off speed. That's Stephen Vogt. He likes to kind of work backwards when he calls the game as well. I mean, he knows the Giants better than anybody, being in Arizona for a little bit. So he's trying to make sure that they
So the
stay
target's
off the bat.
outside. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's low and ball 2.
Ball low, 2-1.
And it's 2-1.
86 degrees at first pitch time, but everybody who's there
96
has texted us
degrees in
and
Atlanta.
said
Oh my.
Chilly.
It is muggy and feels a lot hotter than 86.
Yeah.
No, 86. Okay.
That bright afternoon sunshine.
So yeah, 86 degrees in Atlanta here.
I mean, it's late August in Georgia. That's what it's supposed to be.
2-1 pitch to Crawford. Crawford swings and misses
chased
at a ball in
there.
the dirt, and it's
A little
2-2.
unhappy with himself, and a 2-1 count. Went after the changeup. It's 2-2.
It's a great changeup for
Two-out rally
Ian
here.
Anderson.
Darren Ruff with the base hit. Brandon Belt worked the walk. Crawford's been the very best for the Giants in these kind of spots all year.
2-2 pitch to Crawford.
Runners in scoring
So first and
position,
second,
especially
2 out,
with
2-2
outs.
pitch. In the dirt again, ball
Third
3, and
with
the
another
count's full.
changeup.
So
count,
Giants are
3-2.
getting 20 pitches out.
And this is
Are going to get at least 21 pitches out of Ian Anderson in the first, which is great.
He's gotten to a full count. He's only seen one fastball. Really trying to slow him down. He does so much damage against right-handed pitching, in particular this year. They're just trying to take away the sting of the bat.
So it counts 3-2 to Crawford. Here is the
Count
pitch.
3-2. There go the runners. The pitch
Crawford
is fouled
fouled.
off to the left. So there was a fastball. Good
If he
location.
fouls it off, and both the runners will be in motion.
He had a 9-pitch at bat in yesterday's game. Brandon Crawford did against the starter Noah.
So Braves fans on their feet.
Some Giants fans at Truist Park.
3-2 pitch to Crawford.
Another 3-2.
Runners in motion. Crawford hits it to left.
Not that deep.
Not deep.
Underneath it.
And underneath it is Eddie Rosario. He makes the catch, and that ends the inning. So Giants get 22 pitches out of Anderson in there, half of the first, and after half, it's no score.
Summertime Braves coming up when we come back.
That was a good job. Yeah, we got a lot of pitches out of Anderson, which is good. So it took so long for the Giants to release the lineups today. It took so long. It was only until 20 minutes before first pitch that they released the lineups. So hopefully DeSclafani can have a good start coming off the IL. Hopefully he can have a great start. Because he's been great. He's been good this year, DeSclafani. Probably been a third best My pitchers in order is number 1, Logan Webb, so far. Number 2, Gosman. Number 3, DeSclafani. Number 4, Cueto. Number 5, Wood. So yeah, DeSclafani's been good. Really, our whole pitching staff has been surprising. Gosman has been surprising. Logan Webb has just been outstanding. DeSclafani's been great. Yeah, Logan Webb's in his last 13 starts 8-0, with a 1.4 something ERA. He's been a monster on the mound. Logan Webb. And Logan Webb's not doing this against teams like the D-backs and Rockies. He's doing this against great teams like the Dodgers. He did it against the Brewers. And now he's doing it against the Braves. So we're back. Braves lineup is Ozzie Albies leading off at second. Jorge Soler batting second. Freddie Freeman batting third. Austin Riley in the cleanup spot. Jock Peterson batting fifth. Dansby Swanson batting sixth. Eddie Rosario batting seventh. Stephen Vogt batting eighth, and he's catching. And Ian Anderson pitching and batting ninth. Albies has 85 RBIs this season. So DeSclafani on the mound, he has an 11.5 record. This is his 25th start, 3.26 ERA. He has thrown 132 and 2/3 innings. In those innings, he has 36 walks and 123 strikeouts. The lefty batting average against him is 236. Righty batting average is 203. This is his first start since August 18th. He had a right ankle discomfort.
Really, he just circles two.
Here's the first pitch to Albies. Albies takes strike one. It counts no balls, 1 strike.
1-2 Albies. Good start from Anthony DeSclafani. If you weren't with us for our pregame, we did mention how the Giants were trying to be cautious with DeSclafani.
0-1 pitch to Ozzie Albies.
Didn't want to push that ankle.
Albies fouls it back and it counts 0-2.
So they weren't 100% sure, even 45 minutes before the game today, that he was going to be good to go.
Albies banked 258, 22 home runs, 85 RBIs.
And then say, yeah, I can pitch. And obviously, he's feeling good.
0-2 pitch to Albies.
0-2.
Albies grounds it to second. Lostello's in the shift. Throw to first is in time. 1 out. It's a 3-pitch out on Ozzie Albies. He's a great hitter. It's a good start for DeSclafani. DeSclafani throws a slider, a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, a knuckle curve. He throws a slider 33.6% of the time, the four-seam fastball 27% of the time, sinker 19% of the time, changeup 11% of the time, and knuckle curve 9% of the time. So his most popular pitch is a slider.
As well. He's used that curveball a little.
Now here's the first pitch to Soler. That's low ball 1.
I just got used to the first half of the year. We almost never saw it.
Soler's banked 210 with 19 homers, 51 RBIs.
Found the feel for that curveball, and that is a pitch that has a little different velocity.
1-0 pitch to Soler. That's in there for strike 1. Holy crap, that was a voice crack. That was a voice crack.
It's really been such a good year for DeSclafani.
1-1 pitch to Soler. Soler takes low again for ball 2.
Kind of total shock that as the season has worn on, that some of those little nagging injuries have piled up. He only pitched, 33 innings last year, all told. He's over 130.
2-1 to Soler. Soler swings and misses at a ball inside, and the count's even at 2-2.
Even Scott Harris, they'll tell you, starting pitching is always what you kind of worry about, and it's not. It's more workload than anything else for the reason you mentioned. They just had shortened season last year. Most of them
2-2 pitch to Soler.
in 2019.
Soler grounds it to Wilmer at third. He has a throw to first. That's a good throw, and 2 outs. So quick 2 outs. Giants defense today is Brandon Belt at first, Tommy LaSalle at second, Brandon Crawford at short, Wilmer Flores at third, Dalen Ruff in left field, Mike Yastrzemski in center, Lamont Wade in right, and Kirk Casale is in the squad.
Our Giants defense brought to you by Geico.
Having a Freddie Freeman, who's an MVP candidate. So we'll see how DeSclafani does against him. First pitch to Freeman. He takes one in there for strike 1.
Stuff looks good.
First pitch to Freeman. Freeman's batting 295, 27 homers, 70 RBIs.
Freeman, 295 hitter. He's been Been one of the hotter hitters in the National League.
0-1
coming into this
pitch
weekend.
to Freddie Freeman. That is low and outside, ball 1.
That firm changeup. That's a good pitch. Just a little bit low. Already a career high in wins this year for Anthony
The
DeSclafani,
shift is to the
11
right. Tommy La Stella is in shallow right field. 1-1 pitch. Freeman swings and misses. 1-2. No one is on the third base side, so Freeman gets it in there. That's gonna be extra
A
bases.
couple outs, and again, a little bit of ownage. Freddie hitting 300 off him, but DeSclafani looking real sharp right now.
1-2 pitch to Freeman.
The 1-2.
That's way high. Ball 2, and the count goes even. Now here's a 2-2 pitch to Freeman. Freeman fouls it. That was a check swing that went foul.
Freddie, one of the best at being able to spoil pitches. Keeps those hands back, keeps the bat in the zone. He gets fooled. He's able just to flip it into the seats and see another pitch. MVP for a reason.
2-2 pitch to Freeman. That's outside ball 3. Count goes
Down
full.
3-2.
Tried to backdoor that slider, just kind of left it out there, never came back.
Austin Riley would be next.
3-2 pitch. Freeman grounds it to Belt. Belt will just go step on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for DeSclafani. Welcome back. After 1, there's no score.
No score.
Flores, Yastrzemski, Casali will be due up for the Giants. And there are half of the seconds. Good 1-2-3 inning for DeSclafani. We're on a commercial break. Sorry about that. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yep, great inning for DeSclafani. Great inning. This is a long commercial break.
Giants
We're
baseball
back
on
now.
NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by the Cheesesteak Shop. Celebrating hometown heroes with a $50 gift card and donations.
Let's see what the bottom of the order can do here.
In Atlanta, inning number 2, Giants and Braves.
First pitch
nothing.
to
And a first
Wilmer is
pitch
inside,
curve
ball
from
1.
Flores designed to steal a strike. He steals ball 1.
Wilmer's banked 249 with 16 homers, 45 RBIs.
Wilmer Flores, 16 home runs.
1 out of Flores.
On Friday
He takes a
night.
curveball inside that just caught the high inside
That's not what
corner,
that
and it's
pitch is
1-1.
really supposed to look like. No.
1-1 pitch. Wilmer takes high, and that may have been a strike, but it's a called ball, and the count's 2-1.
Really relying off the off-speed pitches.
2-1 pitch to Wilmer.
12 in that first inning. Out of 22 pitches.
Wilmer crushes one down the left field line and fair. Wilmer took a big turn at first, and he has a leadoff single. That was ripped down the left field line. But Eddie Rosario did a great job getting that. Getting that quickly, and he held Wilmer to a single.
Changeup, he'll throw righty-righty changeups. Wilmer just continues to throw out good at bats. Serves that one in the left, but like you mentioned, Rosario quickly gets over to it, holds him to a single.
Great job in the outfield by Rosario.
There's a strike to second base.
Yeah, Adam Duvall has started the first 2 games.
So here's Mike Yastrzemski. He homered and had an RBI double yesterday. He was great.
Rosario's left-handed bat in the lineup.
First pitch to Yastrzemski.
7th for the Giants today.
Yastrzemski fouls off the first pitch in his own one.
He was aggressive early in the count in last night's game.
Yastrzemski's 225, 21 homers, 52 RBIs.
He's just been looking for it, and he's doing it with damage. That swing is to do damage, and that's what you want to see out of this guy. He can get streaky. A lot of these left.
0-1 pitch to Yaz.
He's definitely one of them.
0-1.
Yaz takes one. What are you looking at? 0-2. What is he looking at there?
Giants fans hoping for another big moment from Mike Yastrzemski. Don't want to miss it.
Locking it in, getting the little guy next to him.
0-2 pitch to Yaz.
Next home run will be a
Yaz grounds that's a double play ball. Wilmer's out at second, but Yaz is safe at first. So basically, it's like a Yaz strikeout, but Wilmer's out at second, and Yaz is safe at first. So there's one away. And they'll bring up Kurt K. Sally. That's what I call him.
So if you can't be there in Atlanta, take the Giants on the go. Looks like a good number of Giants fans this weekend. At the still relatively new ballpark, home of the Braves, the 5th season that the Braves have played in Truist
So
Park.
Kurt Casale do up. Here's the first pitch to Kurt K.
Kurt Casale hitting 8th today.
First pitch is to Swanson at short. No, wait. I thought that was caught, but it was a line out, and it's an easy double play. Kurt Casale is terrible. That ends the inning.
Riley and Peterson at the bottom of the second.
Riley, Peterson, Swanson will be due up. I thought that was caught by Swanson. I did not think that was on the ground. I really dislike Kurt Casale. He is not good. Yeah, Casale is terrible. I'm just going to leave that pin until next inning.
Baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by WebEx. The future of work is hybrid. WebEx by Cisco.
Giants Quick Pick, presented by Coors Light, is a new predictive game for fans to play free for the Ballpark app. Be one of 3 winners every home game. And if you happen to predict all 7 questions correctly, you can win a $1,000 in Alaska Airline flight credit. So far this season, the Giants have had 4 perfect scores. Make sure you download that Ballpark app to play.
All the Brave fans trying to cool down that heat there in Atlanta with fans. Riley fouls off the first pitch on 1.
It is steaming today with that game time temperature.
Riley's batting .304. He has 27 home runs and 78 RBIs. Austin Riley has been outstanding for the Braves this year.
Wait longer.
It's going to get better, huh?
0-1 pitch to Riley. Riley takes one in there for strike 2.
It's 0-2 to Riley. He's had good at bats all series long.
So DeSclafani is looking good so far. I don't want to jinx that, but he is looking good so far.
Starting pitching, they've had a good weekend against this tough Braves team.
0-2 pitch to Riley.
Webb,
Riley swings and misses a 3-pitch strikeout for DeSclafani. That's his first of the day.
Quick work there.
It's a great job, DeSclafani. A 3-pitch strikeout on an outstanding hitter on Riley. Now bring up Josh Peterson.
Coming into a game that he had the full complement of relievers available. There was
Peterson career versus DeSclafani's batting .429. So Peterson has had ownage on Anthony DeSclafani. First pitch to Jock.
Especially this late in the season.
Peterson takes one inside and low, ball 1.
Slider that came down and in. Call the ball to Jock Peterson. Hitting 5th today for the Braves.
For some reason, DeSclafani doesn't have good numbers against Jock, but
1-0 pitch to Peterson.
Today.
That's low ball 2.
That's another guy he's circled in his lineup when he was game playing in this one. One's Freddie and one is Jock Peterson. Again, that's how you want to face him. Nobody out or nobody on.
Well, Jock, he's only had 6 hits in 14 at bats. That's good, but that does not tell the story of his success against DeSclafani.
2-0 pitch. Peterson takes one way in there, and it's 3-0.
Yeah,
No, wait. Oh, he swung at that. Okay, so it's 2-1.
Of those 6 hits, 4.
So Peterson swung at that, and it's 2-1.
He's had 14 at bats against DeSclafani, 4 home runs.
Guarantee you that guy knows that. When a hitter has ownage on you, you know it.
2-1 pitch to Peterson. Gets a piece of that foul. It's a foul tip, and it's 2-2. So DeSclafani can get Jock Peterson out. That's great.
And you usually try to sell yourself on the fact that, well, I faced him 5 years ago. It's not the same guy. And most of the time that can work, but there are those moments where you try to sell yourself. You're like, I got to face this guy again.
Two-two pitch.
This is 2-2.
That's way high, ball 3, and the count goes full.
Jock Peterson works a lot of full counts, sees a lot of pitches.
Three-two pitch to Jock. Peterson hits it. Fouled. He fouled that back. That was popped up.
He had the catch on Friday night that was one of the plays of the series. Giants had cut the lead to 1 in the 9th inning against the Braves closer Will Smith. Tommy LaStella hit one to the wall and right. Jock Peterson.
So now the 3-2 pitch to Peterson.
Thorn in the side of these Giants last few years.
He just is.
Peterson pops it up. Really high. Yastrzemski sees it, and he makes a catch. 2 outs.
Hey, Giants fans, Xfinity Mobile delivers fast, nationwide 5G on the most reliable network.
Now that'll bring up Dansby Swanson.
Xfinity Mobile.
He was 0 for 3 or 4 yesterday, I think, which is rare for him.
Swanson.
Swanson's batting .264 with 25 home runs, 77 RBIs. He's been great for the Braves.
Can't knock the program. They produce some serious talent.
It can get a little annoying to have to rattle them off.
First pitch. Oh, that looked like it caught it, but that was high, and the umpire called it a ball, so it's 1-0.
And they have such a I mean, they really, truly do have a brotherhood.
Yeah, the Vandy boys. Everyone lives pretty much right around Nashville or go back.
1-0. Whoa, that's way inside. Almost hit
So
him.
they spend
And
a
it's
lot
2-0.
of time with each other in the off seasons.
Just a little chin music, letting him know he's there.
DeSclafani, an SEC guy. Not
2-0
a
pitch to Dansby Swanson. Swanson takes a huge rip at that one and swings and misses, and it's 2-1. He wanted to go yard with that. If he made contact, that probably would have been a home run.
A Florida Gator, Anthony DeSclafani. Although originally from New Jersey.
2-1 pitch to Swanson. Swanson pops it up.
Shallow center.
Listella going back. He's got it.
Take it.
6 up, 6 down for DeSclafani. 2 straight 1-2-3 innings. After 2, it's no score.
Nothing ball game.
DeSclafani, Wade, and Listella will be due up for the Giants. I'm going to commercial break, and I'll be right back. Be right back when the top of the third gets started.
September 3rd, 4th, and 5th, Labor Day weekend.
So I'm back here. The Dodgers
includes
come to
the
town
return
Friday,
of
Saturday,
the
Sunday
Alaska
next
Airlines
weekend.
2-for-1
That's going to be a
flight
huge
on
series.
Saturday, September 4th.
I think whoever wins that series between Dodgers and Giants, I think will win this division.
Buy one, get one offer
So yeah, I think whoever wins that series next weekend will win the division. First pitch to DeSclafani's in the dirt ball one. That's going to be a huge series. Dodgers are red hot, Giants are hot. So it's going to be an amazing series, I think. 1-0 to DeSclafani. Takes a strike, 101.
Anderson, top of the third. Giants have the only 2 hits in the game. They put a little pressure on Ian Anderson.
1-1 pitch. DeSclafani to center. Peterson's there, though. Makes the catch, 1 out. So DeSclafani made contact. So
Initially, I thought that was going to just be a little flip in the center for a knock. Stayed up.
yeah, I thought that was going to be like a bloop single.
It sounded like it was going to be
So that'll bring up Lamont Wade.
Just a little bloop, yeah. Here's Lamont Wade, who popped out in his first
Wade is
at-bat.
0 for 1. He popped out. First pitch to Lamont Wade. That's a curveball outside, ball 1.
We can hear Chris Siegel. He'll let you know. Some umpires are a little more explanatory than others.
1-0, Wade bunts it, and Vogt has it, and he doesn't make the throw. So Wade gets the first via the bunt. It's going to be a bunt single for Lamont Wade. Wow.
well executed there.
That was a
Ground
great
attack.
bunt, and he beat it out.
Can't
So
sleep on it. Leadoff hitter gets on base, so can get down, keeps the bat flat.
that was a perfect bunt.
That is a
And
perfect
Vogt didn't even
bunt.
make a throw. So Wade gets
Vogt
on
to it as quick as he can,
bunt
gets the
single.
shot.
Antoine Richardson lights it.
Why wouldn't you? You got a base runner, got somebody to talk to.
Coming up, Tommy La Stella.
Reminded him to be ready. If a breaking ball bounces in the dirt, be ready to take off. Looks like that was what that reminder was to me.
La Stella takes a meatball for a strike. I don't know what he's looking at, but counts 0-1. La Stella grounded out in the first.
Yeah, I think so. And Ian Anderson's not the quickest to the plate, not terrible by any means, so he likes to hold the ball on these guys a lot.
So Wade has a lead at first.
Jump and a lead.
0-1. That's inside. Vogt was going to make a snap throw, but Wade got back.
He wanted to
So it's 1-1.
try to pick Lamont Wade off.
The Giants have seen a lot of Stephen Vogt. He was on the
Vogt has
D-backs
that.
when they
I mean,
played him.
we
Now
all
they're
love
playing
Stephen
him.
Vogt. He had a
Now they're
great
playing
career
against him
at the
now
Giants
on the
a
Braves.
couple seasons ago.
And Stephen Vogt was a
Future
Giant. So
manager in the big leagues. But his arm has.
Wade has a
been
lead.
hurt for a
Anderson will
while.
throw to first, but nothing going on
He is
over there.
vulnerable to the running game. Not to say
That was a
he
smart
can't
pickoff
do it,
attempt because
but
Wade had a big lead. So
his arm is just not ever going to be 100% healthy again.
1-1 pitch to Tommy La Stella.
Stella grounded out into the shift his first time up, 0 for 1 today.
And La Stella takes a strike. Wade's going to second. That throw is way high. And Wade steals second base. So Lamont Wade gets into scoring position, and the count's 1-2. That was a really high throw by Vogt. That was very high.
Giants don't do a ton of base stealing.
No, for a second there, I thought it was a hit and run, 1-1 count.
Oh
Stella
my,
takes
that
the
was
pitch, but
that was not a good throw at all.
Vogt sails it to Dansby Swanson towards second base, and an easy slide for Lamont Wade Jr. Giants have something cooking here in the top of the third.
So now the count's 1-2 to Wade. I mean to La Stella.
He hasn't been caught yet.
1-2 pitch in the dirt, and a good block by Vogt. 2-2.
That's kind of the theme for the Giants. I mean, they have stolen 55 bases now, but the number that stands out to me is they've only been caught 11 times.
Opportunistic.
They are. Pick their spots well. That was a good one.
So there's a 2-2 pitch to
Tommy
Tommy La Stella.
A lot of big hits lately for the Giants.
La Stella takes one in dirt again for ball 3, and the count's full. So it wouldn't be the end of the world if La Stella walks because they'll set up the double play, and they'll bring up Darren Ruff. So
Almost never get
wouldn't be the end of the world if Anderson walks La Stella for the Braves.
They just aren't very competitive, and he finds himself in another full count. Really trying to work these changeups, throwing a lot of them in this ball game.
La Stella swings that ball 4, and it goes foul, and the count will stay 3-2.
Keeps going to it. Good reason. I mean, that's normally the opponent batting average is not very good on the changeup. The lefties are only hitting 170 off him with that pitch, but you have that right shoulder inflammation.
That was a great pitch by
things
Anderson.
just don't feel right in that joint sometimes, and it's hard to get a good feel for all your pitches.
3-2 pitch to La Stella.
3-2.
La Stella grounds to the Al advance Wade the third. So the first is in time. 2 outs, and Lamont Wade advances to third. And I'll bring up Darren Ruff.
With Darren Ruff coming up now. Word from Mike's Hard Lemonade.
That was to Albies in the shift.
It's Mike's Hard Lemonade season. No
Ruff is 1 for 1. He had that base hit earlier, so see if he can go 2 for 2 and get an RBI.
So 2 down. Darren Ruff comes up.
Maybe even 2
Another
RBIs with
changeup
a home
from Ian
run.
Anderson.
See.
Gets Tommy La Stella. As you said, there is a reason he keeps throwing them over and over again. He's very stubborn with that pitch. He got Tommy La Stella out. So now Ruff,
First pitch to Ruff
singled in the first inning.
is in the dirt, ball 1. Okay, I'm sorry about this.
You're
Wait.
doing the same thing in your head. You're trying to calculate
This
what
is
feels good
so
out of your
confusing.
hand, what you think you can get back into the count with.
Set that target way outside. It came back up the middle and it hit.
That is
Anderson.
to Albies for the first in time, and Giants don't score. So that ends the inning. That was I'm so confused. My stream just broke.
Giants threaten but do not score. 0-0.
I'll be right back. I need to fix this. This is so confusing. Okay, hopefully the stream won't break again. That was so confusing. I don't know why that happened, but
Kane pitched 5 strong innings, gave up 3 hits, walked 4, and struck out 2. Matt Holliday did the damage here, 2-run homer, and the Rockies won 2-1. But Kane finished with 103 pitches, and his final batter, Todd Helton, flied out after a 14-pitch hit bat. 16 years.
These for funny back on the mound, he has faced 6 batters and retired all 6 of them in order. So
We were just learning about Matt Kane. It's funny to see him wear number 43.
here's the first pitch to
Bottom third of the order for Atlanta.
Eddie Rosario. He fouls it back.
But he was so stubborn. I mean, Todd Helton was still at that point one of the best hitters.
Hence 0-1 to Rosario, the left
and
fielder.
neither would back down in that at bat. I mean, I remember it to this day. 14 pitches. And you were just watching this young kid who was
0-1 pitch to Rosario.
Rosario
Rosario hits one to center. Yastrzemski can't get there. It's going to be a leadoff single for Eddie Rosario. So bloop single.
Anyway, it's a great memory.
See the curveball right off the very end of the bat. Just dumps it out into center field. Yastrzemski not having any chance at it, or Crawford. Rosario.
No hitter gone. Yeah, DeSclafani did have a perfect game going through 2, but now it's gone. So
That's what it looked like, but
Either that or his hand hurts really bad.
I'll bring up Stephen Vogt.
keeps it first, nobody out. And Stephen Vogt comes up. Now, Vogt probably not going to be bunting here. As
First
the
pitch to
eighth-place
Vogt.
hitter. He's always been a good
That's low and
bunter.
inside, ball one.
He'll just sneak attack and use it to try to get on base.
Vogt's batting 195 this season, has 5 homers, 23 RBIs.
5 home runs. Games with
1-0 pitch to
Diamondbacks.
Vogt. Vogt fouls back, and the count's 1-1.
Playing his 21st game since joining the Braves.
Come on, Disco.
First time DeSclafani pitching with a runner on.
1-1 the Vogt. He pops it up. Bell in foul territory.
Belter there.
LaStella is 2, but it bounces off the nets.
Ouch.
And it's 1-2.
Fan didn't bring his glove. It just drifted over that net. That looked playable all the way until it wasn't.
That's stinging.
They call it a hard ball for a reason. Even a little pop-up like that.
I think Belt makes a play on it if the net's not there.
Yeah, I think so. It was close enough.
1-2 pitch to Stephen Vogt.
You don't get the lean in anymore with those big nets.
You can find a little throw to first, but nothing going on over there with Rosario on.
Belt's got the wingspan, too. That was always an advantage.
Okay, I still have this
Yeah.
banner up.
He could reach a long way.
One-two pitch to Stephen Vogt. Vogt takes strike 3,
The throw.
and the throw is too late, and Rosario steals second, but Vogt is out via a strike. So he's finally second strikeout of the game. So DeSclafani strikes out Vogt, but on that strikeout, Rosario also steals second. So
It's really a big
Comes at a cost.
pitcher coming up now.
now bring up Ian Anderson. They'll bring up a probably
'Cause
A
Ian Anderson
bunt
is not,
situation.
knock on wood, one of the starting pitchers for the Braves that actually likes to handle the bat.
Let's see though. I don't think that'll have to be a bunt situation.
Sorry, yeah, the Braves.
First
pitcher
pitch to Anderson,
hit.
swung on a miss. It's not going to be a bunt situation. 0-1.
Misses. He has 2 hits this year.
Anderson this year is 2'26". He had a double and 3 sacrifice bunts.
Max Fried, Friday night starter, and Huascar Inoa last night.
0-1
starter.
pitch to
Both hit
Anderson.
over 300 for the year.
That's high and inside. Ball 1. One pitch to Anderson. He takes one high, but it's a called strike, and it counts 1-2.
Slider at the top of the zone. Not getting the action of that first pitch. That thing was nasty, but the last 2 kind of backed up on him. You can tell he's trying to lock that in. No, he's got an Albies next.
1-2 pitch to Anderson.
First runner in scoring position. for
Anderson
Atlanta.
swings and
Strike
misses. Strike 3. DeSclafani's third strikeout in the second out of the inning.
And 2 out.
Now that'll bring up Ozzy Albies, who's 0-1. He grounded out in the first.
His elbow guard's seen some sun. Looking a little faded there. Albies grounded out to start the game offensively for Atlanta.
First pitch to Albies. She did not go on the check swing. That's high ball 1.
All up. He's not your normal leadoff hitter. One way you kind of know that is he's got 85 runs batted. He's 3rd in the National League in RBIs from the leadoff spot.
1-0 pitch to
Braves
Albies.
pitchers have been on base so many times.
Yeah.
Had a chance to knock some of them in.
Albies fouls it back, and the count's 1-1.
I think Davey Johnson has the record for the middle infield.
Bear made a great barehanded catch.
For the Braves, runs batted in. I think he got to 100, 95 or 100. So
They're showing the manager of the year, Gabe
All
Kapler.
baseball left. Ozzy will find a way to get there.
I would think so. The Braves have a chance to have the first all 30 home run infield in baseball history. Albies has some work to do to get there in the home run department, but
1-1 pitch to Albies. Albies just gets a piece of that, and it's 1-2.
1-2. That was quite a swing from Ozzy Albies.
Can't believe he got a piece of that. Sally's in full block mode.
This will be DeSclafani's 43rd pitch of the game.
There's Chris Bryant. not in the lineup today. Giants are hoping that he can start tomorrow's game, hoping that they could use him off the bench today if they needed him. It was funny. Jim
And
Capper told
time
us
is called.
One thing about Bryant is they're not 100% trusting how the side is feeling because it's so warm. You get so loose so easily. He said, well, maybe it hides a little bit of that tightness that you would feel under different
1-2 pitch is high, ball 2, and the count's even.
the Giants,
At 2-2.
the way they do it is they're cautious. They defer to extra rest as opposed to push a guy and maybe aggravate an injury.
Can't say it's the wrong plan. They've been able to avoid extended periods on the IL with a lot of guys.
Go through the signs again. Runner at second.
So 2-2 pitch to Albies.
Scoreless game. DeSclafani trying to keep it that way.
Here's the one up in delivery.
2-2.
Albies just gets a piece of that again and fouls it, and the count will stay at 2-2. So Bray is making DeSclafani work this inning.
Doesn't seem like he's recognizing that one very well. He went there in the chase zone in the first inning. He had the 0-2 count, went slider back foot to get him to roll over it. He's tried 2 fastballs up, a little bit too high. Ozzie does have Chase up. Wouldn't be surprised if he takes another shot here with it.
So now 2-2 pitch to Ozzie Albies.
A check of second. A little longer pause.
Time is called again.
Finally, Albies got impatient. Giants have Tommy La Stella where he was in the first inning, way out in shallow right.
Just gave him the deluxe hold. That's good. Break up the rhythm. You're in control. The game doesn't start until you release it.
2-2 pitch to Ozzie Albies. Albies swings and misses strike 3. Casali applies the tag, and that's DeSclafani's 4th strikeout, and that ends the inning. Brandon Belt, Brandon Crawford, and Wilmer Flores will be due up, and there's no score after 3. Giants have 3 hits, and Braves have that 1 hit by Eddie Rosario. See if the Giants can get some runs this inning. Let's see. Sorry about my dog. So in a commercial break, going to the top half of the 4th. What's going on, Jason
Welcome back to our
Lembo? What's
Lazy
going on?
Boy broadcast booth. And it feels like kind of a lazy Sunday, hot and steamy in Atlanta. Nothing lazy about Anthony DeSclafani, Javi. The Giants have to be totally thrilled with what they've seen through the first 3 innings from him.
I think they have to be pumped. I think he's pumped. He's been able to actually shake off a couple times, so he's feeling real good with the off-speed stuff, which you never know.
First pitch to
when you've
Belt,
missed a couple
outside
days.
ball 1. Belt had that
Giants
great
have
at bat
been
in the
really
first
pleased
inning
with
where
his
he
outing,
walked.
and I think he's also been pretty efficient too, which is good to see. Punching a lot of tickets early.
Got 4 strikeouts.
1-0 pitch to Belt.
Blue
It's
hit
swung on a
Brandon
missed strike
Belt
1.
Against Ian Anderson here in the 4th inning. Giants have had more opportunity against Anderson. Just haven't cashed in a run yet. So scoreless.
1-1 pitch to Brandon Belt. Belt to third. Riley but drops it. That was Dansby Swanson. Actually, the shift was on, and Swanson dropped it. So Belt gets on. Probably no. That's gonna be ruled a base hit. Okay, so that's gonna be ruled a base hit. So that was weakly grounded to Swanson, who was at third with the shift, and he just dropped it. So
Seemed like almost all of their hits kind of looked like that. So the Giants maybe feel
Giants will take that.
A couple of those.
Finds himself on base yet again. Giants, their second leadoff runner on. Did in the second, did in the fourth.
Belt, who walked in the first inning.
I bring up Brandon Crawford.
Who flied out. Brandon had a long at bat against Ian Anderson with 2 on and 2 out in the first.
Crawford fouls the
After
first
very
pitch off,
first
and
pitch
it's
here,
0-1.
changeup. Brandon's just not seeing fastballs from the Braves. He didn't see a ton of them against the Mets either.
Crawford's 0-1. He flew out in the first.
They know his splits. They know the kind of damage he can do against right-handed pitching. They're just trying to keep him off balance, and I got to say, so far they've done a nice job. He's battled. He's grinded some of these at-bats, but he's just not getting the reward.
Jason Lembo says school. Okay. 0-1 pitch to Crawford. Way outside, ball 1.
Outside, change up again. One after another after another. It's almost like at what point is it not a changeup anymore? It's just the pitch you're throwing.
Just the pitch, exactly.
The whole idea behind the changeup is that discrepancy.
1-1 pitch to Crawford. Outside, ball 2.
That was a fastball. 2-1.
It was 2-1
That's
now.
a real good take there, too. 1-1. You finally get the fastball that you kind of been
One with
looking for.
Flores
You
on
always
deck
have
and
to
Mike
go for it,
Yastrzemski's
but
in the
if it
hole.
wasn't in his zone. Take it, see another pitch. And Giants have done this all year long. They're so disciplined. They even did it last year, just disciplined. In their
2-1
at-bats,
pitch
see a lot
to
of
Crawford.
pitches, and that's why they're a successful ball club.
Crawford takes one that just caught the low outside corner.
He's right on
2-2.
the outside. Also feels like Brandon's had a lot of those. Just the perfect pitch. And that's a good take.
Yeah, I mean, I still think fastball down.
So
and
no
away
one at third, just like the
is
shift to
hardest
Belt.
pitch to hit. I don't care what the numbers tell you. It's a long way to have to cover as a hitter, down and away, and do something with it.
2-2 pitch to Crawford. Double play ball.
Ground,
Come
slow
on.
roller.
Belt's out at second. Crawford is
Riley
safe at
with a very
first.
strong arm. He made
So
the
they
turn.
get Belt, and Crawford's safe
Not
at
in
first.
time, no double play.
Starting
a
tomorrow,
good hustle
the
for
Milwaukee
Crawford
Brewers
there.
Visit the Giants at Oracle Park for a 4-game series. Tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the start times will be at 6:45 with daytime baseball, which will be at 12:45 first pitch on Thursday. So make sure you come on out, cheer on your Giants, and make sure you get those tickets at sfgiants.com/tickets.
It's a good hustle for Crawford on
From
not
Wisconsin,
drowning
coming
into a double
out
play.
west to play the Giants for 4 games. Giants will see the very best that the Brewers have to offer tomorrow night and Tuesday.
Bring up Wilmer Flores.
Corbin Burns and Brandon Woodruff to start the series.
Low and
That's
outside,
a
ball 1.
challenge. Ball 1 to
So
Wilmer
for
Flores.
that series against the Brewers, the first 2 pitchers is Corbin Burns and Brandon Woodruff. This is gonna
No
be
rest for the
It's
weary
going to be a
here.
pitching series there against the
Be happy to
Brewers.
Get back home though. It's been a great road trip.
It has been. At Oakland for 3, took 2 out of 3, swept the Mets in New York.
1-0 pitch to
The first
Wilmer.
2 games against Atlanta. Low pickoff throw. Brewers
78-52. They've slowed down with their pace just a little bit here of late, and the Reds have really played well, but they still have a 7.5 game cushion in the division. Cardinals trying to hang around in the wild card race, but they're 11 behind Milwaukee.
1-0 pitch to Wilmer. Wilmer pops it up
Went after that curveball.
right to Albies, who's going back.
2 down.
He's got it. 2 outs. I forgot to add the first out.
Only the White Sox in the American League Central have a bigger division lead than Milwaukee does.
I bet Mike Yastrzemski.
Here's Mike Yastrzemski. Get into a fielder's choice. Hit the ball on the ground, his first at bat. A home run and an RBI double in yesterday's game.
Here's the first pitch, Diaz.
Booming home run in New York earlier on this.
Diaz grounds it to first. Freeman steps on the bag. Diaz goes down on 1 pitch, and that ends the 4th.
So the Giants hit the ball on the ground against Anderson in the 4th. Still 0-0.
So 0-0 after 3.5. Soler, Freeman, Riley will be due up for Atlanta. I'll be right back.
The first truck brand to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 years straight. Visit Ram.com today.
High up above, downtown.
Giants have no runs, 4 hits, no errors. Braves have no runs, 1 hit, and
Bottom of the 4th.
no errors.
How far from downtown is Truist Park? Maybe about like 10 miles, maybe.
First pitch to Soler. He checked the sling, 1-0.
Just outside, ball 1.
10 miles could be about an hour in traffic. You never know.
Yeah, maybe that's why it feels so far to me.
1-0 pitch to Soler. Soler pops it up
Pops that one up on the infield. No,
on the infield, but it'll go into the stands. Foul.
Everybody was looking up. That bright summer sun on this Sunday afternoon. Giants and Braves, 0-0. Brian Snitker's team, they lost a game in the standings last night. Giants beat Atlanta, and both the Phillies and the Mets won.
1-1 pitch to Jorge Soler.
Mets are 7.5 back.
That's way inside, ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. This account to Soler.
Atlanta team that 6 weeks ago was 5 games out for themselves.
2-1 pitch.
Not going into September. They've done their job.
Soler absolutely demolishes one to left field. It is gone. 1-0.
Into
That was coming. We need to get freaking runs. It's 1-0 Braves. That was absolutely demolished. Exit velo of 109.3 miles per hour. I want to see the distance on that one. That was pulverized. My goodness.
Friday night, second of the series.
I got a 2-1 slider up middle, and he absolutely unloaded on this ball. Talk about full extension.
It was 1-0 Braves.
Form, and he just drives and
Absolutely crushed. Freeman takes one in the dirt ball one.
I think you're allowed to admire that one.
Yeah, that was pretty well struck. 109 off the bat. Did not get cheated.
So he's played 25 games with the Braves. That's his 7th home run.
1-0 pitch to Freddie Freeman. Freeman grounds one to the shift. La Stella, nice play. And Freeman beats it out.
Infield hit for Freddie Freeman.
Now you get the ground.
We have Austin Riley.
Want La Stella playing him in the shift. Had to go to the backhand. We all know it's not the greatest arm.
Yep, he was safe.
But Freddie can scoot. For a big boy, he can scoot. Beats out another infield base hit.
He's had a few of those in this series.
First pitch to Riley.
Now Austin Riley.
Riley fouls it off and counts 0-1.
Fastball. Braves are getting a little more aggressive against DeSclafani.
Riley's off one. He struck out in the second.
Just a solo home run, but Soler puts Atlanta ahead 1-0.
0-1 pitch to Riley. He fouls it back. 0-2.
Put the stopwatch. You're talking about Freddie Freeman's speed, 4.3 from home to first. And to your point, that's a good time for a slugger, a first baseman.
Yeah. Contract push. He's just making sure, letting the Braves know, hey, I still got it going into free agency.
He is a free agent.
0-2 pitch to Riley. That's high, and he just got a piece of that one. 0-2.
Plate umpire. Hopefully Chris Siegel's all right.
Can't imagine him wearing a different uniform, to be honest with you. Freddie came up early as a Brave and has put together quite a career there, but is a California guy. You never know. Might want to come back home somewhere.
It is hard to imagine.
Yeah.
But Freddie Freeman grew up out west, Southern California.
He's trying to throw the first, but nothing going on. Over there, Freeman gets back there safely. O-2 pitch to Riley.
Count 0-2.
High.
Freeman
Throw to second. Freeman beats it out, and he steals second base.
Now he's really making a contract push. They've been running on Kurt Casale today, and it's not just the catcher, it's the pitcher as well.
Yeah. DeSclafani, his move is to hold, because he's not quick to the plate.
See if he beat that.
Freddie with
Looks
those
like he
long
did.
strides, we
Yep,
talked
he beat
about it,
that.
Well documented. He can move. He's opportunistic in those steals, and
Yep,
that's one
easily
there. Maybe
beat
they're
that.
all inspired by.
There's a good
Shohei
throw by
Ohtani
Casale,
this
but this
morning.
Freeman was too quick.
Some of these big fellas are trying to add their stats. I don't know.
Shohei, he should be an inspiration on all fronts. Hard to imitate that, though.
For 1-2 pitch to Riley.
Runner in scoring position. 1 and 2, still nobody out here. Braves have a chance to add on.
DeSclafani steps off.
Mostly stress-free for DeSclafani through the first 3 innings. This is the second time through the order now.
Much like you mentioned, action after action, they got a stolen base. Austin Riley having a
1-2
tremendous
pitch
season.
to Austin Riley.
Chase zone here, strikeout would be huge.
A long pause.
DeSclafani steps off again.
I think he wants maybe a face-to-face. Sally says, no, we're going off the card.
Yep.
One-two pitch. Riley fouls it off.
Spoiled foul. Tough pitch. We've seen Austin Riley in this series cover that outside part of the plate. A bunch of his hits have been to the right side.
One-two now to Riley again. Riley again to left. It's gone.
And it's gone.
3-0.
Down to get that one. A 2-run homer.
3-0 Atlanta.
For the Braves.
Go talk to DeSclafani. Come on. That was 423 feet. I can't even imagine how far that Soler home run. 3-0 Braves.
That one slider down and in. And showed him away. Thought maybe he could sneak a little slider down and in, and Austin Riley was ready. Just dropped barrel right to it.
Wow.
Kind of swing you see lefties take a lot. That down and in sweet spot. He gets it here, kind of leaks back middle, but he continues to have a tremendous season. And the Braves stretching out this lead a little bit now in the Giants.
Makes me want to see that opposite field swing again. It's better than that one.
Coming up, Jock Peterson.
So still nobody out. 3 runs in.
Peterson
Jock
pops it up, foul.
Fouls the changeup away. The power of the Braves. They've got as much power as anybody. I mean, the Giants have a few more home runs than they do, but the Braves are near the top of that leaderboard. They've got 186 now on the year.
0-1 in the dirt, ball 1.
1-1.
I mean 1-1.
DeSclafani not as sharp in the 4th inning. And the Giants are going to get the bullpen going. Sammy Long
warming up in the bullpen, so.
Just hasn't worked a lot lately.
1-1. Peterson grounds that to Belt. Belt
And he didn't get there.
steps on the bag, and Peterson's safe.
Gabe wants to check.
Gonna check
Don't
this
want
here.
to avoid the collision, but I thought Peterson was safe.
And those high hops, we saw it. He's safe.
Yeah, he's safe. Come on. Belt, you gotta
We saw it
can't
in the ball
take
game last
5
night,
seconds
right
before
off
you
the
actually
plate,
go
right
to
in
the
front of the
bag.
plate. It's just
Come
so
on.
hard. Guys that can run a
Can't
little
take
bit.
5 seconds
There's a
before
lot
you
of
go
pressure
there.
on the defense, and he's safe, yeah. Next, Steve,
You're gonna go talk to DeSclafani.
Business communications for the office, the home office, and everywhere in between. Choose Nextiva.
Starting to get away from Anthony DeSclafani here. It's been an inning of 2 home runs and 2 infield hits. Still hasn't gotten an out after he just cruised through the first 3 innings. Only 1 hit for the Braves, and it was just a little bloop. They hardly hit the ball hard against him through the first 3.
Coming up, Dansby Swanson.
Still a long way to go in this game. Giants trying to stay close.
And it's a game of inches. Granted, you give up the home run to Soler, but Freddie Freeman's ball just out of the reach of La Stella trying to make a tough play. And even that one right there, Jock Peterson should easily have 2 outs here.
Yeah.
First pitch to Swanson. That's called strike, and the count's 0-1. Swanson's 0-1. He popped down the second inning.
Rosario, left-handed hitter. Vogt, left-handed hitter, coming up next. It could be that Anthony DeSclafani is going to be out of this game.
0-1 pitch to Swanson. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
0-2. He's had a few of those pitches where it ends up being effective. Not exactly sure that's how he wanted to throw that pitch.
Yeah, the backup slider, again, if you could bottle it up, you would. But with
0-2
power guys, you
pitch
don't
to
want throw too
Swanson.
many of them.
What the hell?
That was a curve.
That was
but
like
didn't come close.
awful pitch, and Peterson goes to
Peterson
second.
make it to second.
Peterson gets to second because Sally, wow, what a block. This is an absolute spike, about 50 feet off the wrist, forearm. I mean, the ability to just keep it in front of you. What a job by Casale there.
A very wild pitch from DeSclafani.
1-2 pitch to Dansby Swanson.
1-2.
Swanson grounds it to Crawford. Tough play for the second.
Peterson. And the Giants once again. That's a great effort by Brandon. He had no chance to get the out at first.
So first and second now out. Crawford through the second instead of first. He had no chance.
That was close.
I'm sure they're on the phone, because you do kind of fall asleep because he just goes back feet first. You got a chance here.
Tommy Stella.
Bring up Stephen Vogt. No, that will not bring up Stephen Vogt.
A good play to get over there and be ready for the tag.
Bring up Eddie Rosario.
Greshner's coming out along with Gabe Kapler. I mean, I figured he might be done no matter what. He's looking down at that ankle. So I think Gabe's already decided DeSclafani's coming out of the game.
So DeSclafani's done after 3, and Sammy Long looks like he's coming in.
So DeSclafani's coming out, and Sammy Long will be coming in. Too bad. Great first 3 innings for Anthony DeSclafani. The 4th inning, not quite as effective. Sammy comes into the game. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
Be right back.
The Choice, Trey Lance, and NBC Sports Bay Area original.
So Sammy
series,
Long
really
comes
well
in.
Done. Part 3, the early years now available. Go to NBCSportsBayArea.com/The Choice for more info. Presented by Toyota. Countdown on for the start of the NFL season. Countdown on for September.
So it's first and
baseball.
second, nobody out for
Giants
Eddie Rosario, and
in
there's a pitching
Atlanta.
change. Sammy
Anthony
Long comes in.
DeSclafani out of the game. Braves now will face
Long
the
has a
left-hander Sammy
41
Long.
ERA. He has thrown
Long
33 and
had a
2/3
great
innings,
outing.
11 walks, 35 strikeouts.
In New York, pitched really, really well. Got his pitch count up to 92 pitches. So he's going to have to come in here and settle the nerves and get out of this inning with limiting the damage. But when he's on, it's pretty nasty stuff. He's probably going to go right to the off-speed stuff. That's what he did in New York, and it really went well for him to set up that fastball.
For Anthony DeSclafani, a tough way for this day to end. He was so solid through the first 3 innings.
First
Really
pitch to
exciting look like
Rosario.
DeSclafani we've seen most of the year.
Rosario
First pitch
hits
curve,
it
swing, and a pop
out
up.
of play,
That
foul.
net might get in the way again. Even Bell wasn't going to reach that
No,
one.
not that one.
0-1. And the big concern for me, okay, maybe you run out of gas. You haven't pitched much in the last few weeks. Hit a wall, a little bad luck. the good news is he's standing there and watching. I think that would indicate that whatever was going on with the ankle probably isn't too serious. Because if things weren't right, I would imagine he'd already be back in.
On pitch to Eddie Rosario.
To see what happens with your runners, and
Rosario takes one high
sure
for ball
regardless
one.
of what's going on, he's going to get some treatment right after this while you're still warm.
For sure. And I agree with you. I mean, typically you stay and watch. But it was a little concerning to see him point down at his ankle. Dave Greshner was out there.
1-1 pitch. Rosario to
Rosario
Belt.
somehow
He
got
makes the
bat
catch,
on
one
that
out.
ball. Brandon Belt catches it for out number one.
1-1 changeup way off the plate inside. Somehow hits it fair. Pretty impressive.
Coming up, Stephen Vogt.
3 infield hits in this inning, and then 2 booming home runs also. But strange inning. Stephen Vogt struck out looking in his first at bat.
First pitch to Vogt.
On 1 out. You got the pitcher Anderson due up
Check
next.
swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-1.
They could have asked me.
Yeah, I appreciate the check. I knew you were on it. You were right on top of it. Appreciate the check, but that was clear as day. He went there.
Sometimes you just wonder.
But that's what they want. You know, they're telling, hey, how are you going to call the pitch and see the swing?
Focus on the pitch. Great. Get some help.
So now here's the 0-1
Pass
pitch
the
to
broadcasters.
Vogt, and time's called.
It's relatively early, but this is a big spot in this ball game.
Yep.
3 runs, you got a shot. Especially with the power that the Giants have.
0-1 pitch to Vogt. Vogt swings and misses at a ball in the dirt again. 0-2.
And for Sammy Long, I mean, he's got a lot of experience in his minor league career as a reliever, but it is a different kind of test. The Giants have mostly used him as a starter, and even when they brought him out of the bullpen, start clean in an inning. He should be able to handle it.
Yeah.
0-2 pitch to Vogt.
The 0-2 to Vogt.
In the dirt,
Another good block by Kirk Casale.
and it counts 1-2. Good block by Casale there.
Not for the weak of mind being a catcher. Goodness gracious.
What's that, 4 feet in front of home plate?
Not exactly a chase zone. But a great job again by Casale knocking it down. Nobody advances.
Now the 1-2 pitch to Vogt.
1-2 with the fastball.
That is fouled, and the count will stay 1-2.
He's got a good fastball.
He does, and it just plays so well because of how slow he throws the curveballs. Even the changeup, he can run it up there in the 95 range. So he's got some count leverage. Can go back to that curveball. That Vogt has not been picking up very well.
1-2 pitch to
Go
Vogt.
higher than high if he wanted to.
That's a curveball. Nice one, but it's taken by Vogt. That was high, ball 2.
But there are not a lot of umpires who are going to call that pitch a strike.
This is a guy he has to get. Pitcher on deck.
2-2 pitch to Vogt.
2-2.
Vogt fouls back, and the count stays at 2-2.
Hanging in there.
Two pitch again to Vogt. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. That's Sammy Long first strikeout out of the bullpen.
Anderson is
No,
starting.
that'll bring up the
You just
Ian
don't throw
Anderson,
that
the
pitch
pitcher.
very often. You don't see it left on left changeups a whole lot. But he's throwing it right there with conviction. You see it. He sells it so well with that arm action. Big, big strikeout.
So now you get the pitcher, Ian Anderson. This has been a long inning. So Ian Anderson.
First pitch to Anderson is foul back on 1.
Fouled off the first pitch fastball. Got to bear down here with a runner in scoring position. Make sure.
And it might be the thing about these Braves pitchers. Maybe that's their thing. Hey, you get 3 swings, let them fly. These guys are not waiting around.
Oh, 1 pitch. Anderson takes a curveball straight down the middle for strike 2. 0-2 is the count.
As well, if I'm going to be out, maybe make the opposing pitcher throw a few extra pitches. That is not the philosophy of this staff.
No.
0-2. Anderson check swing. He did not go, and the count's 1-2.
Jordan Baker. Tallest umpire in the big leagues.
He must love days he's working in the field, is my guess. It's a lot of squats.
You're right.
Calling a game behind home plate.
1-2. Anderson to Listella. Throw to first in time. That is the inning, but the Braves get 3, and it's 3-0 Atlanta after 4.
3-0 Atlanta.
Casale, the pitcher spot, we'll see if Long will hit, and then Lamont Wade will be due up for the Giants.
Braves leading the Giants. Time for our Cadillac Ultimate Play. 44 years ago today, our friend, our partner, Dwayne Kuiper hit his first and only home run. Here's Joe Tate with the call.
And we are back. Giants need to get some runs this inning. They need to answer back.
Well, it's a great call because you could just tell how thrilled everybody was. Dwayne was a heck of a big league player, but he played several full major league seasons by then. Hadn't hit a home run. That was his first one. He hit it off Steve Stone. It was on Monday Night Baseball. The crowd went wild.
So here's the first pitch to
Teammates went
Casali.
wild.
That's outside, but a called strike, 0-1.
Dwayne Kuiper.
Casali's 0-1. He grounded into a double
I
play.
believe we'll see again soon here at the ballpark.
0-1 pitch.
3 Giants nothing.
Inside,
Kurt
ball
Casali
1.
takes a ball from Ian Anderson. I could watch that over and over again. That's
1-1
cool.
pitch to
Sprint
Casali
bases.
in
High
the
fives
dirt for
himself
ball 2.
before he high fives third base coach.
One of his best pals in the world, Buddy Bell, was waiting
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
2-1 pitch to Casali. That's outside, ball 3. So
3-1.
good at bat so far for Casali.
Now down 3-0 after the home runs from the Braves in the bottom of the 4th.
So if Casali gets on, it'll be a
And Austin
bunt
Riley.
situation for Sammy Long, assuming he stays in.
With Gabe Kapler.
Casali grunts to Swanson, throw to first in time. What the
One away.
Pro Casali is just
Thrilled with that result.
Especially when he actually got a fastball.
I bring up Sammy Long, he will hit.
And the pitcher, Sammy Long, will come up. Maybe D. Scalvani was asking Gabe Kapler, how many pieces of bacon did you eat?
It's possible. It's possible.
That was Javi's question for the Giants manager yesterday. I was looking for a little early morning help. We did the Gabe Kapler show this morning at 8 a.m.
First pitch to Long is in the dirt for ball 1.
So I asked him, I said, Javi was your teammate. He knows you very well. How many pieces of bacon have you eaten already today? And he said, none.
1-0 pitch. Long grounds it to Albies. Throw to first in time. Quick 2
He
outs.
said, that'll happen after.
Having
we finish
Lamont
here."
Wade
And I said,
Jr.
Okay, Javi put the over-under at 10.5 pieces of bacon before the game. Gabe said, I would recommend hammering the over. So it was a double-sided answer because he hadn't had any yet, but he said he was going to have a lot.
Yeah.
He said it's like his favorite food.
I think if you poll much of the nation, I would say that
You think
that's going to be pretty high for a lot of people. I haven't seen too many people turn down a piece of bacon.
2 down for Lamont Wade. Well, the Giants down 3-0. Different kind of game. Maybe they use a pinch hitter.
First pitch
In
to
that
Wade.
spot, maybe different part of
That
the order
gets
or
away from
somebody
Boat,
on
and it's
base.
1
But
out.
I think Gabe Kapler wants some outs from Sammy Long. Gabe just-
Wade, he did not go. 2-0.
Maybe he heard us talking about bacon. He ate another strip.
Made him hungry again.
Wade's up 1 for 2. He had a single and he stole second.
Lamont bunted for
To a
hit.
pitch, Lamont Wade.
Up.
Wade fouls it back. 2-1.
Won't be doing that here with 2 down.
He got Vogt on the top of the head on his backswing, too.
Yikes. The idea with 2 outs, of course, is trying to get yourself into scoring position.
2-1 pitch to Lamont Wade. Wade hits one to center. Peterson going back. He has room, makes the catch.
For out number 3. Lamont gave it a ride.
Giants have no runs after 5.
3-0. Giants trail.
Albie, Soler, Freeman will be due up.
Well, you may be wondering the best way to secure some postseason tickets, and that's going to be by becoming a 2022 season ticket member. Place a $500 deposit on 2022 ticket membership to unlock 2021 postseason rights. Also receive $100 of bonus credit, good for a single game ticket during the remainder of this regular season. Learn more at sfgiants.com/season.
Giants fans in the heat of a Sunday afternoon in Atlanta. Giants trail 3-0, bottom 5.
So we're back here. Ozzy Albies will lead off.
Coming off the injury list, Anthony DeSclafani pitched well for the first 3 innings, and then
First pitch to
hit a ball in the
Albies.
4th.
That's a called
Now
strike going
Albies
1.
bats from his stronger side against the lefty Sammy Long, second pitcher of the game for the Giants. Albies, Soler, Freeman.
0-1 pitch. Albies pops it up, and it goes out of play.
For the Giants, Sammy Long again. Now it's just trying to get outs, keep it a 3-0 ball game. You've turned the lineup over. Lamont Wade drove one into center, unable to get a hit with it. But
0-2 pitch to Albies.
A little bit better.
Albies pops it up.
Pop up. Shallow right.
Shallow right. Lamont Wade coming in. He came in fast to make the first out.
One away.
Great hustle there by Lamont Wade.
Hit balls, go for hits.
Now bring up Jorge Soler.
I thought that was going to be another one, but no problem for Lamont Wade.
Soler had that absolute bomb in the fourth.
Soler,
Make it 1-0.
pretty impressive home run he hit. Got Atlanta on the board.
First
Front of
pitch,
the game,
Soler.
leading off
That's high ball
last
1.
inning, takes the curveball high.
It was a no-doubter. That's why they went and got him. They lost Acuna. They lost Acuna's power.
1-0
They went ahead and
pitch.
replaced him with a couple bodies.
Flyer
This is
swings and
one of
misses.
them.
1-1.
Soler, big power guy. Duvall, another power hitter. Like place in outfield. Jock Peterson. Finding a way to keep that production from the outfield. So far, they've done a great job.
1-1 pitch. Soler takes one high, but a called strike 1-2.
Well, Sammy Long had what I thought, all things considered, was his best start as a big leaguer earlier on this road trip in New York.
1-2 pitch. Slayer hits one deep to left. Not deep enough, though. Rough on the warning track. He's got it. 2 outs.
2 down. Soler thought he had it.
Didn't miss it by much. Rough habit.
No problem.
You get a little nervous when you start seeing the outfielder backpedal.
2 down.
Coming up, Freddie Freeman.
He looks like a confident young man right now to be Sammy Long. He's not nibbling as much. I think there was a stretch there where
Freeman takes outside for ball 1.
His big league career started impressively. He gave up some runs, and maybe you become a little less aggressive on the mound. I think he's back to being aggressive out there.
Not only
1-0
is he going
pitch.
with the off-speed stuff too.
Freeman
He's back
swings
to
and
the
misses 1-1's the count.
Felt like when he was getting hit around a little bit, he just started throwing fastballs, and as you can see, he doesn't exactly spot the fastball very well. But when you can throw those breaking balls, you give that fastball more room to play. And he's done a great job.
1-1 pitch. Freeman fouls it off. 1-2 is the count now.
If he could get a little more consistency with the fastball command, then I think there's an extra level for Sammy Long. 1-2.
1-2 pitch. High for ball 2.
Reach back fastball 94, 1-2, trying to beat the eye level of Freddie and see if he might chase. It's just a little too high out of the zone.
2-2 pitch to Freeman. Freeman pops it up, but it goes out of play.
There's that skill that you talked about with Freddie Freeman. He can spoil a good pitch. This is not the last time the Giants and the Braves will play. Atlanta will be in San Francisco.
2-2 pitch to Freeman.
Friday, Saturday,
Freeman
Sunday.
just got a piece of that, and it goes
Another
foul.
one. I don't know how he does it sometimes.
I'm not sure if he knows either, but That's where you're thankful the nets are up. That wall was. He'll make you work for the outs. And sometimes you get so frustrated, Freddie, you want to work them away, that you end up throwing something in, and that's when it's hammered.
2-2 pitch. Freeman grounds it into the shift. La Stella throws the first in time. A 1-2-3 fifth inning for Sammy Long.
Nice job, Sammy Long. La Stella rough and belt.
La Stella rough belt will be
Giants
due
have
up
some
for the
work to do.
Giants. So great inning. Giants need to get some runs on the board this inning. They need to get some runs.
Can hardly wait. The Giants and the Dodgers for the final series of the year. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturdays that give away 40,000 fans get an Alaska Airlines 2-for-1 flight voucher. Sunday, first 5,000 fans 14 and under receive a Buster Posey Big Pin presented by Dignity Health. We hope to see you here at Oracle Park all Labor Day weekend. The last 3 head-to-head matchups. Giants-Dodgers in 2021. sfgiants.com, the place to go for tickets. Giants fans, young and old. It's
First pitch of Stella's in the dirt for ball one.
an all-time great playoff race between the Giants and the Dodgers through the end of September. I mean, you get the two teams with the best records in the major leagues and have had them for a huge chunk of the summertime.
Now the 1-0 pitch to La Stella.
Top of the 6th here today in Atlanta. Tommy La Stella.
That's strike,
takes
1-1.
for a strike.
And their pitching staff.
So Stella's 0 for 2 today. He has 2 grounds out.
Mueller and Scherzer.
2 ground outs.
Pretty good 3 to come watch if you want. Good pitching
La Stella
matchups.
kicks it, and it goes into Bo's glove, 1 and
So
2.
the next week, Giants are coming home for a homestand. And the Giants will face Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff, Julio Urias, Walker Buehler, Max Scherzer. They play 7 games. Those are 5 of the starters that they'll face.
Tyler Matzik warming up in the Braves bullpen.
Those 3 for the Dodgers gave up 1 earned run in 19.
1-2. La Stella fouls
San
it.
Diego. So again, you're going to see some great pitching, and that's where the matchups you want to see. It's fun to watch the Giants hitters work some of these pitchers, work these counts. It'll be interesting.
1-2 from Ian Anderson to Tommy La Stella, 6th inning.
La Stella grounds right to Anderson. Flipped the first, 1 out.
The ball on the ground all 3 times in this game.
Come on.
Ruff comes
Darren
up,
Ruff
one
is
out,
due
and
up now.
word from Toyota.
Toyota's national sales event is on now.
This Labor Day, get $750 cash back on Highlander and Highlander Hybrid.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
One out, nobody on. 3-0 Atlanta, top 6.
Ruff is 1 for 2. He singled in the first inning.
2.
Ruff takes low and outside, ball 1.
Change up low for ball 1. 75 pitches now, Ian Anderson. Atlanta's got the bullpen working. So if Anderson gets into any sort of
1-0
problem here in the
pitch.
6th inning,
That's low, ball 2.
Brian Snitker is going to be willing to go to his bullpen.
So now it's 2-0 to Ruff. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Outside 3-0.
3-0. Giants have a lot of outs left in this game. You don't have to get it all back at one time. You like this part of the order to do it when you get into the heart of your own order. Get some guys
That's
on
ball
base.
4 and Ruff
There
walks.
you go. Start.
So 1-out walk for Ruff.
Base runner. Brandon
And
Belt
now
coming
that'll
up.
bring up Brandon Belt.
We'll see. Tyler Matzik is ready to go. He got the signal from the Braves bullpen. He's been outstanding lately. You got the left-handed hitter Brandon Belt coming up here. But Brian Snitker is sticking with his starter, it looks like.
So here's the first pitch to Belt.
Belt has walked and had an infield hit.
Way inside, ball 1.
Inside.
And I think one big reason, Ian Anderson's been throwing the ball extremely well this afternoon.
Belt's 1 for 1. He had a walk. He walked and had a
Just
single.
170 off of it. When they swing at it, they're not doing a whole lot of damage. So you still like the matchup with that pitch.
1-0 pitch to Brandon Belt. High and outside, ball 2.
1-0.
And Vote's going to go
Giants
talk
on the
to
bench
Anderson.
Today have Austin Slater.
It's going to be a
available,
mountain visit.
Buster Posey available. Chris Bryant available. So in terms of right-handed hitters, that might also be part of the calculus for the Braves manager. This is a tying run at the plate, but he doesn't want to walk into a matchup that he really doesn't like.
2-0 pitch to Belt. He takes strike 1, counts 2 balls, 1 strike. Two on pitch. Belt swings and misses. Count is even out,
What
2
you're
and 2.
talking about is the equalizer right now.
With this Giants lineup has been that changeup. He's thrown it a lot. They've seen it a lot. But that arm speed, he just sells it so well.
Nobody at third. Swanson and Albies are the defenders on the right side.
2-2 pitch now to Brandon Belt. Belt just fouls it, and the count's 2 and 2. We'll say it 2 and 2.
Pretty good 1-2 combination, that changeup and then the ability to go back to that 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
That's why the Braves are excited to have him back. They're hoping he comes out of this start just fine. He got up to 90 pitches in his last start, but he ate those up in 5 innings. He's at 83 now with 1 out in the 6th.
2-2 pitch. That is just high for ball 3, and the count's full.
Good take.
Good take there by Belt.
Seen the ball pretty well, I think, Brandon Belt. 3 and 2.
That's odd. Another full count for
Brandon
Belt.
Crawford's on
Go
deck.
figure. Not used to seeing that.
Crawford waiting to hit next.
3-2 pitch.
Anderson's 3-2.
Belt pops it
and
up.
changeup.
Not a double play,
He was
but
out on the front foot.
Peterson coming in. He's got it. 2 outs.
Staggered.
Not a double play, so I'll bring up Brandon
All the way,
Crawford.
2 down. It's just so hard to be on time against that pitch.
Yeah, they recognize it. They see it. By that time, the bat is just dipped under it. And they're hitting the bottom half of that baseball rather than squaring it up and
Bell wishes he could have that one back.
Yeah, because the location was
Crawford's
not on
off Philly
Anderson.
flew
The
out
idea
and
was
ran
that
into a
changeup,
fielder's
he wants it
choice.
to be down around the knees or below even. A two-strike situation.
This will be Ian Anderson's 86th pitch.
Crawford up with the runner at first and 2 down.
And that's in the dirt,
Bird
gets away
bounces
from
away
Vogt.
Vogt.
He didn't know where it was, and Ruff
Scramble
goes to
and
second,
makes
so a
great
runner's
scoring
in position now for the Giants.
That's something.
Blocked it with his mask. Bo has no idea where it goes. Ruff didn't jump initially after that secondary lead. He kind of stayed put, but then he saw him scramble in to try to find it. Hustles on down and gets in scoring position for Brandon Crawford.
And again, I think it's only the 6th inning. If this were the 8th or the 9th inning, now Snitker's coming out.
What?
We might have a mid-at-bat pitching change. That one pitch was enough to say, okay, that's it.
This is going to be it for Anderson. In the middle of an at-bat, they're taking out Anderson. Okay, well, that's it for Ian Anderson. Tyler Matzik will come in for the Braves.
It'll be the left-handed Matzik coming in. So Anderson did his job. Giants down 3-0. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
It's an atrocious performance on offense so far today, so.
Top 6, runner at second, 2 down. Brandon Crawford at the plate in a 1-0 count. Kind of unusual how the Braves did this, but they bring in a guy, a left-hander, Tyler Matzik, who's been very tough.
Yeah, 30
So Tyler Matzik comes in at 220 yard this year, so in 49 innings, will be his 55th appearance. He has an 0-3 record, and he has 64 strikeouts and 29 walks. Righties only have a 136 batting average against him, and lefties only have a 212 batting average against Tyler Matzik.
Going to be attacking with 2 pitches for the most part.
He's had a crazy career. I mean, he was a first-round draft pick a long time ago, a decade ago, and was basically out of the game for years. He had, I don't know if you would call it the yips or whatever, but he had the thing where he just could not throw strikes and has managed to resuscitate his career and has turned into a really good reliever.
First pitch to Crawford.
Crawford will finally see a fastball, especially in a 1-0 count.
Matzik's first pitch of the game and the series.
Crawford swings and misses 1-1.
Even just getting this 1 run home for the Giants would be a big play.
Just get something. Get a little bit of momentum here.
1-1 pitch to Crawford. That's outside, ball 2.
2-1. Crawford's a guy probably, if you're Brian Snitker, you're thinking is the least likely to be removed for a pinch hitter. Almost under every circumstance these days.
2-1 pitch to Brandon Crawford. On the south side, 3-1.
And he's certainly the guy that you circle in this lineup. The way it's structured today. For
Crawford
Katie
off
Scheffler,
for
that
two.
you're
He
like, all right,
flew
what
out and got
side
into a
do we
fielder's
pitch our
choice.
best against, and we're going to mix it up. And he's going to face our lefty-heavy bullpen.
Braves have pitched him incredibly tough in this
3-1
series.
pitch.
Good hitters count here, 3-1.
Crawford takes
That's
ball 4.
So Crawford takes the
So
walk.
Crawford walks, and that will bring up
Wilmer
Wilmer
Flores
Flores.
against the lefty. Now, Matzek's stuff is so good that
Would you pinch hit?
you never
Would you put in
feel
Bryant?
like, oh gosh, we own this
No?
matchup.
Okay.
But Wilmer against the lefty, the Giants are feeling good.
They're going to keep Wilmer Flores in.
We talked about it.
I would
Bunch,
probably,
he's got a
well, I don't know how
simple plan.
KB's is. I would
A
probably
little bit of a
pinch hit
toe
Bryant.
tap.
But
Tough
who
to
knows? He
strike
could
out.
be, I don't know what
He was able to
he has.
turn on
He
those
left the game
fastballs in,
with
so we know he's got that
Friday.
kind of
So,
power.
I don't know.
Matzek likes to work glove
But I would
side.
pinch hit Chris Bryant.
Likes to go fastballs in on these righties.
First pitch to Wilmer. Swings right through a fastball, straight down the middle, 0-1.
May have wanted to get that one in, but it was out over the plate. 6. Flores pulled a base hit into left field in the second inning. He's 1 for 2.
0-1 pitch
Up in
to
second,
Wilmer.
Crawford at first. Giants
So
ready
first and second, 2
for the
outs.
6th to get back
Here's the
in this
0-1
game.
pitch.
Only down 3.
Wilmer pops it up.
Fastball, fouled
But it
off
goes
to the
foul.
right.
Luckily. Goes into the stands foul.
Braves have pitched themselves into this giant rally now. There are a couple guys on, free passes. Seen on this road trip that the Giants have been able to capitalize with this opportunity, and hoping for the same here. But now with an 0-2 count, Flores is just really going to have to battle some tough pitches and hope for a mistake. And try to
God.
hammer something into the gap.
0-2 pitch. Check swing.
Yes.
He
Oh,
went?
goodness.
What?
Most umpires won't do that. A ball in the dirt with 2 strikes, they call that no swing. If the home plate
went?
umpire didn't make the call. Not Jordan Baker. 3-0 Braves, middle 6.
This Giants have no runs after 6. It's 3-0. Riley Pearson Swanson will be due up. Be right back.
Panoramic, see lots of fans going around, trying to cool themselves off.
Fans with fans.
Fans with fans.
That is the T-Mobile coverage cam for today.
That is a typical afternoon in Atlanta. Find the shade.
Sammy Long, bottom 6. Curve for a ball against Austin Riley.
It's ball one to
Two-run
Riley.
Homer in the fourth inning. Really big hit in this game. Had a bunch of hits against the Giants this weekend. 28 home runs now, 80 runs batted in.
1-0 pitch. Riley fouls it back. 1-1.
Both Braves runs on fourth inning home runs. Soler, solo shot. Riley, two-run homer. Giants have actually had more scoring chances than the Braves. Giants had a good chance in the first, built a rally in the second, in the third.
Riley fouls it, and the count's
Good
1-2.
scoring opportunity. They just have not been able to get a run home.
One-two pitch. Riley takes high and outside, ball 2.
2-2. Sammy Long's retired all 6 hitters that he's faced since coming in the game.
And this will be it for him this inning. So all's quiet in the Giants bullpen.
2-2 pitch. Riley fouls it and stays at 2-2.
Third next inning. So this will be empty the tank mode for him.
Riley pops it up. It will go out of play.
Sammy Long just continues to go curveballs, changeups.
Riley hits one to right. Wade barely has to move.
Working.
He makes the catch. 1 out.
All right, I want to watch this again. Did Wilmer Flores swing? Called strike 3. That's a center field shot. It's one of those calls that definitely can go either way. And without getting into the weeds on it, I've had umpires tell me that if it's a 2-strike situation where the hitter is allowed to break
First
for
pitch
first,
is in the dirt for ball 1.
if it's a swing and miss,
Jock Peterson
ball
is due up
caught
now for the
cleanly
Braves.
by the catcher, then unless it's just blatantly obvious as an umpire, this isn't, I'm sure, the opinion of every umpire, but it's definitely the opinion of some. If it's close, you got to call it a no.
1-0 pitch. What the hell? That hit him?
Give
That was
himself
foul.
out. You
Okay.
can't check
1-1.
the swing and then sprint to first. Jack Peterson. What was that?
That was one of the most odd foul balls ever. It looked like it hit right off the label, which then I think smoked Casali. It might have even smoked the umpire. I'm not sure. That was a magic baseball.
That's high for ball 2. High and inside.
If there's weirdness, Jack Peterson is in the middle of it.
And he'll tell you about it.
He likes to chat.
Man, is he chatty.
Low ball 3.
3-1. The only time I've seen him locked up with nothing to say one time.
Is that right?
One time.
Wow.
We were in LA on the field at Dodger Stadium.
That in the dirt, ball 4. They walk Jock Peterson.
Another left-handed pitcher walks Jock Peterson. He's got the huge splits. So that's the first base runner against Sammy Long. Peterson doesn't want to swing against lefties. Doesn't look like to me. He loves taking a walk against a lefty. But
I'll bring
we were
up
down on the
Dansby
field for batting
Swanson.
practice at Dodger Stadium, and it was Kuiper and I. And Jacques was maybe even like taking some throws at first base. The Dodgers used him at a bunch of different positions, so he was close to where we were. And yeah, he's a Bay Area guy. He grew up in Palo Alto. And Kuiper's just messing with him.
Swanson takes outside.
He said, he waved over to us or something to say hi, and Type goes, "You're going to look great in a Giants uniform next year." And he had no idea. Does he know something that I don't know?
1-0 pitch
Totally
to
locked
Swanson.
him up.
That's high and outside ball 2.
Sammy Long now having a hard time throwing strikes. 2-0 to Dansby Swanson.
Swanson's 1 for 2. He had a single.
Again, this is his inning. I don't think Gabe Kapler really wants to get anybody going if he can avoid it.
2-0 pitch to Dansby Swanson. Low ball 3. Sammy Long looks like he's losing that there. One up the bullpen.
So concerned about the runner at first base when honestly that one doesn't really matter. If he steals, he steals. He'll trade bases for outs. Really want to focus at that hitter at home plate.
3-0 pitch. That's a strike. 3-1. Three-one pitch to Swanson. Inside ball 4.
4. Back-to-back walks.
Back-to-back walks, and Bailey's coming out.
Here comes
Wall's going to give
Andrew
a
Bailey.
3-run home run here. So
He's done a really good job as the Giants pitching coach. Andrew's still really young for a lead pitching coach. Had an excellent big league career himself. He and JP Martinez, Brian Bannister's sort of coordinates all the pitching in the Giants organization from top all the way down. They've just done a terrific job. That was a quick visit, though.
Yeah. That's the clean it up. This guy's left-handed. You dominate lefties. Let's just get back into a good groove.
So here's Eddie Rosario.
Twins with Cleveland and now in Atlanta, Eddie Rosario.
So first pitch to Eddie Rosario. In the dirt for ball 1.
Bounces the curve, ball 1.
I wonder how cognizant Kirk Casale is now with not using his mask to stop a ball.
Yeah, he had the weird play.
Weird.
1-0 pitch to Eddie Rosario. Rosario fouls it back.
Total, it was a few weeks ago, total instinct, not thinking about it. It wasn't like he needed the mask. The whole spirit of the rule is you can't use your equipment to stop a ball intentionally. The ball basically stopped, and he didn't want to lean forward farther, and so he just used it like a rake. Here, just give me that ball so I don't have to move. And he got penalized for it. I would think he's thinking about it.
I would think
One
so, too.
pitch.
I know I would be.
Rosario base hit. That's going to score 2. Into the gap in right. Peterson scores easily. And 2 runs are on 5-0.
Rosario all the way over to third with a triple.
It's an RBI triple for Eddie Rosario. I don't know why you want to take Sammy Long after back-to-back walks, but whatever. 5-0.
It goes with the curveball.
Terrible pitch.
Kind of jumped out of his hand.
Terrible pitch.
If that happens, that's not a good recipe for success. Hitters can recognize the ball hopping up. Rosario keeps that front shoulder closed, barrels it up, and like you mentioned, just perfectly wedged in at the bottom of that. Gets it in, but the guy can run. He's already had a stolen base on the day and finds himself at third base.
There's a replay review for some reason. I don't know what they're
the
reviewing.
Giants are asking for a review here. And maybe force Rosario to stop at second and Swanson to hold at third, if that is considered being stuck under that padding.
Usually the onus is on the outfielder to put his hands up as an unplayable ball.
And the umpires teach the players. They really do. If it's stuck, you got to immediately help us by throwing those hands up. I think if Wade had done that, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it definitely was wedged underneath there. It's definitely under that pad, but I don't think it was wedged in and stuck.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Let's see what they decide in New York. No.
And you burn your review, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah. And what really hurts about the whole sequence is 2 walks are that's the only hit of the inning. But 2 runs are in.
You can't defend the walk. It's hard.
So for some reason, Sammy Long is still in this game to face Stephen Vogt.
It's unfortunate when you're doing it in the bottom of the
First
6th.
pitch
Now Vogt.
is a strike, 0-1.
Line curveball, strike 1. Pretty good job by Eddie Rosario, even if it wasn't a great pitch from Sammy Long. He just hadn't been giving up hits to left-handers.
0-1 pitch. Vogt crushes one, foul.
Yeah, he just read the curveball out of the hand. We saw it on that replay. It just pops up out of his hand. That's an easy read for most hitters. Just stayed down, stayed through it. Then he got caught in no man's land out there between second and third. The overthrow on Tommy La Stella, and he ended up taking third on. And Brandon Belt gave it a shot, but too much speed from Rosario.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
On a fastball
2 outs.
from Sammy Long.
And Sammy Long gets a strikeout.
2 down. It's a pinch hitter for Tyler Matzik.
So Adam Duvall will pinch hit for Tyler Matzik.
Trying to get that extra run home, lengthen the lead. Close, tense game Friday night. Last night, the Giants broke open a game in the later innings and won by this score, 5-0. Now Atlanta has the 5-0 lead this afternoon. It's only the bottom of the 6th. Game's not over.
Duvall takes high, ball 1.
Ball 1 on the curve.
Duvall fouls it, and it's 1-1.
For Sammy Long, it's just watching this outing compared to New York. It's just falling behind in these counts. New York, I felt like he was really working ahead. And when he first came into this ball game, he got ahead in the counts. But this last one, in particular, this 6th inning, he's only gotten ahead of 1 hitter.
One pitch. Duvall fouls it back.
2.
1-2.
It's amazing. The power of strike 1.
Again, easier said than done. I've been in these situations. It is difficult sometimes. You got a lot of thoughts going in that head. You just got to bear down.
1-2
Get
pitch
this final
to
out,
Adam
get back to
Duvall.
that dugout.
Popped up. Out of play, foul.
Change up. Had Duvall off balance.
Like we mentioned before, there is nobody up in that bullpen. I mean, it's for him to, him to close this down.
That's fouled again.
Oh, he's fooling him. There's no doubt about it. Probably hit off the very cap of that bat, very top.
Giants pitching brain trust, talking things over.
The 1-2 pitch to Duvall is to Stella, makes the catch, then ends the inning.
But 2 runs more for Atlanta.
2 runs come in.
7th inning, Giants need to get the bats going. They're
Be
down
right back.
5-0. Against this Giants offense, Giants have no runs, 4 hits. They have had some scoring opportunities, and really, in a lot of ways, Javi, the story of the game, Anthony DeSclafani, first 3 innings, outstanding. 4th inning, and a little bad luck played into it, but he hit a bit of a wall, and then maybe the ankle became an issue again. We don't know that for sure. Dave Greshner came out. He came out of the game. There was good and bad from DeSclafani's outing.
Richard Rodriguez comes into the game for the Braves.
An auto service, your trusted oil change tune-up. And brake experts, Richard Rodriguez, 2nd day in a row against the Giants, facing the same hitter he gave up a home run to yesterday, Mike Yastrzemski.
Yeah, coming in, again, strike thrower. Yastrzemski hit him for a homer, but you're going to see lots of strikes.
First pitch, Diaz with a strike. Here's the 0-1.
Strikeout artist.
That's high for ball 1.
Kind of what you were talking about with the outing from DeSclafani. I thought everything looked pretty good. Much like you mentioned, those first 3 innings were really solid. But when these two teams are kind of constructed the same, and the power is what has
1-1 pitch.
top of the Braves.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
A lot of runs on homers, and they've done it again today. Very similar to the Giants in that way. A lot of their offense comes from their power. Yastrzemski upset at himself because he chased there. Giants need base runners down 5 runs.
Yastrzemski fouls it back. One-two pitch. Yeah, it's got a piece of that, and it stays a 1-2.
Still 1-2.
One-two pitch, Diaz. He pops it out of play again, so the count will stay at 1-2. Good at bat.
Hang it in there. Yastrzemski's home run yesterday. Just to the left of center field. It's always shown, I mean, he's got a lot of pull power, and most of Yastrzemski's home runs come to the pull side, but he's got plenty of power to center, left center field.
1-2 pitch. Yaz takes the ball low and outside. 2-2.
Giants were able to get a couple free passes from the Braves last inning, could not convert, but this is where you're at. You're just trying to work these counts, trying to find a way to get some base runners.
2-2 pitch. Yastrzemski pops it up.
To left center field.
Left center field. Peterson going back. He has plenty of room. Got it. 1 out.
Yastrzemski retired 1 away.
I'll bring up Kurt K. Sally. Please, like, pinch hit Buster Posey. I cannot stand Kurt Casale. Just pinch hit Buster Posey. It's terrible.
Good old Mike.
Kurt Casale.
He's got 2 already with 21.
It's pretty impressive.
Not too shabby.
It took his granddad a while to get to the 21 home run plateau in his career, and then he.
I cannot stand Kurt Casale. Like, pinch hit Buster. First pitch, Casale pops up. Right center, Peterson has plenty of room. He is so bad. 1 out. 2 outs. He is just pathetic. This offense is terrible. My God.
Braves remade their team around the trade deadline. Jock Peterson has made
What
those
the
catches. And
why?
it's surprising to me. Sammy Long is going to hit.
Sammy Long is going to hit. Why are they not pinch hitting him?
A white flag because 2 outs, base is empty. Maybe you're figuring, well, save our pinch hitters for a possible spot, higher leverage. But it does give you an idea about the priority for Gabe Kapler today.
Long base hit? No.
4 outs
It's grounded. Albie still first. 2 out. Down here. Why would we not pinch hit for Long? This is
Final game of this series in
classic
Atlanta.
Kapler man.
Braves lead the Giants 5-0.